Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Learning Length. In the CBSE class 10th English book First Flight, we have already learned about the relative clauses given in the first chapter, A Letter to God. Now, in the grammar section, we will know about the metaphors. Here, we will discuss what is metaphor and how it is used in the literature. So open the first chapter and come to the exercise on metaphor given at page 11 in your English book. First, what is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two unlike things. As I have already told in my previous video, part 2 of this chapter, Lencho was an ox of a man. Lencho was a man, but ox is an animal. An ox is hardworking, so was Lencho. So, the author compared Lencho to an ox. This is a metaphor. So, metaphor is a literary device which asserts that two things are identical in comparison rather than just similar. The word metaphor comes from a Greek word meaning transfer. Metaphors compare two things or ideas in which a quality or feature of one thing is transferred to another thing. In the above example of Lencho, hard work is the quality or feature of an ox that has been transferred to Lencho. Similarly, take another example, the heart of the city. It is a metaphor. Connaught Place is the heart of Delhi. Here, the area of Connaught Place is compared to the heart of a body. The heart is an important organ in the center of our body. Similarly, Connaught Place is a famous business hub and shopping center of Delhi. So, to describe the central area of a city, the word heart is used here. So, here the feature compared is the central place. Similarly, take another example, the leg of the table. Here, the objects that support a table are compared to the legs of our body. The legs support our body. We cannot stand without legs. So also, a table cannot stand without the supporters. So the object that supports a table is described as a leg. Here, the quality or feature compared is the supporting part. Then take another example. Laughter is the best medicine. Here, laughing is compared to medicine. You know, medicine cures our body from diseases. Laughing also keeps our body and mind healthy. Therefore, laughter is compared to medicine. Here, the quality or feature of both laughing and medicine is to keep us healthy. Now, come to the exercise given at page 11 in your English book. Find out the metaphors, object, quality or feature compared from the story to complete the table below. Look at this table. There are 3 columns here. In the first column, name of objects are given. In the second column, we have to write the metaphor used for that object, and in the third column we have to write the quality or feature that has been compared between two objects. So first, the object given is cloud. Here it is cloud. We have to find out from the story the metaphor used for the word cloud. As you know, when Lencho looked at the sky, he could see the huge mountains of clouds approaching. That means the clouds were as huge or as big as the mountains in the sky. So here cloud is compared to the huge mountains, and the quality or feature compared is the mass or hugeness of the mountains. Then the objects given is the raindrops. When Lencho was taking the pleasure of rain, he looked at the raindrops and exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s." So Lencho considered the raindrops as new coins. That means here raindrops are compared to coins. It is a metaphor. All the coins are valuable, so also each and every raindrops were valuable for Lencho. So here the metaphor is coins, and the quality or feature used for comparison is the value of a thing. Then in the next question, hailstones is the object. We have to find out the metaphor and the quality or feature compared. In the story, the author told that when the hailstones began to fall, the boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pulse. That means the hailstones were looking like the frozen pulse. So here the hailstones are compared to the frozen pulse. Pulse look bright and are hard. So also the hailstones that were frozen and hard and looked as bright as the pulse. So here the metaphor is the frozen pulse, and the common feature of both hailstones and pulse are brightness and hardness. Then in the next question, the common quality or feature compared is given. Look at this question. Here, an epidemic or a disease that spreads very rapidly and leaves many people dead. This is the quality or feature compared. We have to find out the object and the metaphor. In the story, Lencho with sadness mentioned about a plague of locusts. Here the attacks of locusts has been compared to an epidemic plague. Locust is an insect, and when the locusts fly in groups, that means in a swarm, they destroy the crops severely. Plague is an epidemic, a disease that spreads very rapidly and leaves many people dead. So here the common feature of both locusts and plague is to spread rapidly and cause destruction. So the object here will be locusts, and metaphor will be a plague of locusts. Then come to the last question. Here the metaphor given is an ox of a man. What will be the object and quality or feature for this comparison? I have already explained about this metaphor in the beginning of this video. So here the object will be Lencho, and the quality or feature compared will be the hard work of an ox. So this is all about the metaphor given in the story A Letter to God. The metaphor is such a powerful literary device which adds texture and beauty to an otherwise dry description. By using the metaphors in literature, you can make your words more interesting and real and help the readers imagine and even feel a scene or character. In his literary works, William Shakespeare used a number of metaphors. One of his famous metaphors is given here. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. William Shakespeare. So try to find out the metaphors used here and please post in the comment section. Thank you.